allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Good evening. I've asked, actually, is there anybody here for the 2-minute open forum? Anyone here for 2-minute open forum? I did ask Senator Ralph to if you want to come up to the mic to speak, then we can get you on camera, that's all.
Good evening.
I did see Senator Ralph today, and I actually received a letter from the League of Minnesota Cities, and it's actually, there's a letter to Senator Ralph, but I also have a memorandum, and it just says that the League of Minnesota Cities, Senator Jerry Ralph, who represents your city at the state legislature, has been selected as the League of Minnesota Cities Legislature of Distinction for 2018. And I just want to, it goes on a little longer than what you did and a few things, but I just want to congratulate you on that and thank you for all your work you've done for us at the City of Wake Park.
Well, it's actually been my pleasure working with you. This amphitheater project is a fine example of your leadership and the staff's fine work. I never would have gotten it without it. And as I said this afternoon, the presentation that was made to the bonding committee when I was on the tour there was outstanding, and I'm sure that swayed many of the members who heard it. So I want to congratulate you for your foresight and just the leadership that the city has shown in bringing some good things to the whole region, and this is going to benefit everybody tremendously. So congratulations and best of luck on it. Looks like you're off and rolling, and hopefully you'll have it done here on schedule.
Yes. So, yeah, and congratulations.
Yes.
on
Well,
your
thank you
award.
very much.
And
Yes.
you said
we thank
you
you
hadn't
very much.
opened your mail yet,
I
just in
hadn't
case
been
it
down
got
to
lost.
the-
I'm going to give you this one, Jerry.
Okay, I actually hadn't been to my office because I'd been out of town for a couple of weeks, and so when you mentioned it, I said, oh, well, thank you very much. And I appreciate your calling this out.
Very well.
Well, I'll tell you what, I'm gonna scoot. I did step out of another meeting just to come over,
Oh,
so
thank
I
you.
appreciate it and appreciate you having me here.
Okay.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very
Thank
much.
you.
Appreciate your help.
You bet. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, review and approve council agenda.
Move to approve.
Second.
Further discussion, all in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Consent agenda items. Item A, approve city council meeting minutes for 6/25/18. Item B, approve updated election judge list for primary election. Item C, approve resolution for off-site gambling permit for St. Joseph Church. Item D, approve temporary security fence for amphitheater site. Item E, approve recommended firefighter appointments. Item F, approve 2 a.m. liquor and hotel motel licenses for Silver Leaf Lodging Group doing business as Residence Inn by Marriott located at 450 Division Street. And item G, approve SEH contract for 13th Avenue Water Tower.
Pull D.
E?
D as in dog.
E is.
I have a question on F and G.
All right. Do we want to move to approve A, B, C?
I will move that.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Item D, Frank?
When we say temporary, when I was reading that contract, when we're done with it, it goes back to them?
Yep.
So we're only renting it and they're
Basically,
installing it?
Yeah, yep.
I'll
Yeah.
move, okay, I'll move to approve D.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. And item F and G.
Okay, my question on F is on the liquor license for Silver Leaf for the Resident Inn. Is the Hilton Garden Inn not going to have liquor, or is that something that's coming later?
That will
Be a
have,
separate
that'll
one?
become separate and come later. Yeah, that one's not, that's not the one that's up and moving yet. It's
Right.
the Residence Inn, so they're wanting to get theirs in place now.
Okay, good. Does the convention center apply to either one of those, or?
Not at the present time. I think that if the convention center would have to come on their own to do that, to do theirs, unless the convention center is going to be served by one of the hotels, then the hotel's liquor license could follow over into to that
good.
one.
I'll move to approve F.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously.
Did we approve E?
Yep. Oh,
We did not.
Oh, I didn't include it in the other
No.
one, no? Okay, G, how about G for Chuck?
That's me. Question to SEH, John. Being we're going to be painting the 13th Avenue North Water Tower by July 1st of 19 next year versus the contract. I just want to add to that, that Classic would be the Trice contractor again? Same painting contractor?
Correct, it's the
Okay.
same
okay,
team as the
okay.
last
I just want to add to it that, that we're sure that, that they will be using the same products, the Sherwin-Williams products, so we have continuity of product and colors and all that kind of thing.
correct, it's,
Okay,
It's gonna be the same process as well, sandblast to bare metal and then,
yeah.
all right.
I think what you're asking, Chuck, is they're gonna use the exact same color sample drawdowns that we've picked on this
Yeah,
one.
and products.
Products,
Yeah,
yes.
for the
Yeah,
primer,
we'll include
intermediate,
all
and the
those.
finish coat, yeah.
I'll move to approve.
G and E? Let's do E
Yeah,
and G together.
sure, E as well.
I'll for second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed, passed unanimously. All right, item A under regular agenda, approve plans and specs for the 2018th Avenue Trail improvements and authorize advertising for bids. John?
yeah, Mayor, members of the council, we actually touched on this briefly here earlier tonight. This is the plans and specs looking for approval and authorization to advertise for the trail along 10th Avenue within the Rivers Edge Park vicinity. We are building a 10-foot wide concrete trail from Great Oak Drive and/or the entrance into Rivers Edge Park up to the railroad tracks. To do that, what you see on the screen up there now is we need to make some modifications to that existing parking lot. We need to cut that back to accommodate the trail to be located in the proper location. So there's some parking lot modifications. To go along with that, we got to do a run of storm sewer that's to help accommodate that. The trail again, sliding to the north, the northern end of the trail kind of ties into the existing trail that extends to the west for the Lake Wobegon Trail, as well as connects just south of the railroad tracks. There is a row of trees along this corridor of note. We will be transplanting those, just picking them up and moving them back, 10, 12 feet just to accommodate the new trail alignment. If the council chooses to move forward, the bid opening date would be August 29th. We'd bring those results back to likely the first September council meeting for your consideration for a fall construction start. The estimated construction cost on this project's about $250,000. I think it's just a shade under that. So with that, I'd be happy to answer any questions you might have.
Council, anybody? Got any questions?
This runs along 10th Avenue, I believe?
Correct, yep, just across from kind of McDonald's there and the Quick Trip, right adjacent to 10th Avenue.
Up to 3rd? Or where is?
It goes from the park entrance up to the railroad tracks.
To the north.
Well, the park entrance to the north up to,
This is
okay.
the last section that Way Park needs to build to meet trail standards for the Wobegon Trail. And this in part is being funded by a DNR grant, Trails Grant.
Any other questions?
I will move to approve the plans and specifications for the 2018 10th Avenue Trail improvements and authorize advertising for bids as presented.
Second.
Further discussion? Favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. Thanks, John.
Thank you.
All right, approve bills.
Move to approve the bills.
Second.
Further discussion? All in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Passed unanimously. I don't have anything. Shauna?
We've got the primary election coming up on August 14th. And then we're also looking at doing our budget work session and a short council meeting on Wednesday, August 22nd. We'll start with our council meeting at 4:30. So we will not have another meeting in August other than tonight's and on that one. One question I do have, with our budget in some items, and with the way that Labor Day falls, we typically have done a meeting in September, and I believe it's the 10th that we had looked at. I know I have two council members that are not going to be there, so I wanted to touch base with the rest of you to see if that was gonna work out for you.
I should be here.
No, should be all right.
Chuck?
Should be.
Okay.
Want to take your chances that one of them's not sick? Sure.
I just need to touch, I will touch base, there's only one part that I'm wondering about, and it's with the bonding process with on the amphitheater project. If that can be moved, we may move it to the 17th, but I wanted to first, number one, see if I had 3 council members there. If it's not gonna make a difference, I just might move it to the 17th, so we all have the ability to all be there, as long as you don't have a preference. I just wanted to,
Send it to us.
I will do that.
All right, I do have one thing. Tomorrow night is Night to Unite.
That's right.
I know, I think, somebody told me there was 13 or something.
Quite a few, yeah.
There's a lot of them this year anyway, so. Anyway, that's tomorrow night. Bill, you got anything? John? No, sir. Gordon? Carla? All right. We are adjourned then at 6:41.